Cancer. Welcome to your March Taroscope reading with me. Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. We are going to be using the Morgan Greer deck in front of you because I love the vibration of colour that the deck offers as well, and I think colour can be used in our lives in a variety of ways. It offers certain vibrations, and I suggest for this month to tune into the colour vibrations of the cards and whichever colour jumps out for you the most to utilise it for the month. So March is a fairly full-on month for a lot of reasons. We have two eclipses, the first one on March the 9th, which is a total solar eclipse. The second one on the 24th, which is a partial lunar eclipse. We also more or less have just jumped into the Chinese astrological New Year, which happened in February the 19th, I think, or around about then. And this 2016 is a monkey. Now there's three types or four types of monkeys, and as it so happens this year is the fire monkey, which is the most agitated of them all, often known to spur on, more agitated events. So I think we can see 2016 as being a fairly active year one way or another. Now another thing that has just come to light for March, we are having two celestial bodies traverse past the Earth in the way of comets, one day apart. My understanding of anything celestial bodies in our solar system affect us one way or another. So to have two eclipses and two comets in the same month are going to be profound, and quite profound for some people. Everyone is affected at different levels, but believe me, this is a big month coming. The crystals in your reading have been also selected for the month, interestingly enough, and we have your two are amethyst and moonstone, both particularly beautiful crystals. This moonstone is such an alluring crystal. It has such a delicate, effervescent quality to it, and sort of a rainbow energy as well. Moonstone is closely associated with the moon as well. No surprises there. So we're really pulling on these lunar energies and lunar messages for the month. And this is a beautiful amethyst in your reading, and it also has a little bit of citrine in it. So it's a rather unusual amethyst. So it has a sort of double energy in the stone. Actually, it was given to me, so it's quite a treasured little beautiful gem. Let's shuffle your cards and see what comes up. I'm doing 7 cards for the month, and I will tell you what they all mean as we work through the reading. But this is for Cancer for March 2016. I noticed that when I shuffle in view of the camera lens jumps because of the movement, and I think sometimes that looks a bit odd. So I'll shuffle a little bit to the side, hoping that it may not cause that jumping sensation. Let's see what's in store for Cancer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the moon is going to appear a lot as we are talking about the moon a lot, and 7. Okay. I will see if I can move that out a little bit for you and down a bit. Alright, the first card is the current situation. The second card is obstacles. The third card are your aspirations. The fourth card is what needs to be awakened. The fifth card is what lies behind you. The sixth card is the next stage. And the seventh card is what will be. So let's work through these. Let's have a look first at colour. Well, I'm getting this yellow jumping out here and in this card and in the Magician. We think of yellow as being the intellectual colour and also the colour of sunlight and happiness and radiance. So, in fact, I have this beautiful yellow tiger's eye heart, and I just feel compelled to, even though we were dealing with other gemstones, to stick it in the reading for you. So if we start at the beginning, which is kind of the beginning of the month, we have this Eight of Rods. Now the Eight of Rods is often known as quick action, things occurring really quickly, and the rods are creative, so this could be a creative project coming in. It can be offers of different sorts, and it can be to do with career. It can also traditionally be known as relationships and personal relationships, like romantic relationships even. So the card has so many different energetic vibrations, and for each one of you it's going to probably mean something different. So we've got travel, because it can be air travel, something fast. So usually air travel, opportunity of relationships, opportunity of new job offers, and new creativity coming into your life. Great way to start the month there, guys. So if we come to the second card, which is, you have two major arcanas and they sit above each other. So from that perspective, I feel that they are going to be quite powerful. Their messages doubled up in essence because of the layout of this particular spread. So this is your obstacles, the Magician. Now, he represents new beginnings and powerful new beginnings, and connecting with the universe and knowing when those doors are opening, and taking the leap of faith and going in the new direction. It's like when the Magician is around, he's one of the most favoured cards because your life can literally change, and often you are in command, and it's like you have all of the things required to take this new jump. But given this is your obstacles card, it's sort of saying to you, you need to be aware of perhaps what it is you need to have in place to make this new jump. So if there are pieces of it missing, whether it's tidying off, finishing a degree, or getting your CV correctly done, or heading in the right direction for whichever new project you're going with, or having the right alliances or allegiances, you have to look into that and try and get it more cohesively flowing with the universe. That would be the message there, because there is opportunity for you of this newness, and we can see that with this card, but somehow there is some sort of block, and it could be your own lack of belief in yourself that is creating the block. So somehow you need to reconnect with yourself and have faith. I think that would be the biggest point. Now number 3 is your aspiration, and we see here this Ace of Cups is often known as the love card and new beginnings of love. So some of you may be wanting, new romantic love or new relationships, or to feel love, to be elated with love in your life at whatever level, and this could be your own personal love, or it could be the love of relationships. So this feels like it's your aspiration for the month. It's an offer that's possibly around that you could help to instigate or help to open up or bring into activity. So it's a wonderful card to have, and if that's your aspiration, it's such an ethereal card, this beautiful dove, something he's dropping into these waters of love, if you like, that initiates this flow. And down here we have this lotus flower opening. It's very sexual looking in way of fertility. So some of you may even be wanting to conceive or create some sort of fertility in your life. Now fertility can be concepts and ideas awakening and projects coming to the fore. So again, it could be that type of area that we're talking about, either one of those two. So love or fertility as in conception, or fertility of new romances, or of projects in your life. The 4th card is what needs to be awakened. and it's number 4 and it sits in the 4th position. So again, I think its meaning needs to be explored at a little bit of personal depth. This card is about, happy home, the happy home. So given that it needs to be awakened, something perhaps in your home needs to be balanced or brought back into harmony, or shared around or cared, or this is the card of happy homes. And so whether or not there's something in your home that you're not that happy with, maybe some of you want to shift or leave, or maybe some of you want to bring more harmony back into your homes. So this is something that needs to be awakened. And again, you can think on it. And we see the yellow, and I said at the very beginning, the yellow seemed quite poignant and quite a strong colour, and it is a powerful colour, and it's a colour of happiness and sunlight and bubbliness and intellect. So you could perhaps utilise those energies there to change any either discord or disharmony in your home that you want to rebalance. Now the 5th card is what lies behind you. So we have the moon, and we've talked in the beginning about the moon eclipses that are coming, and this here in the bottom of the card looks like a Cancer or a crab, which of course you guys are known as. So I think you are going to be affected by the eclipses one way or another. Now eclipse effects can start months beforehand and go on for months later, depending on the depth of the eclipse and what type of house that they're moving through of your own astrology chart. So everyone will be affected differently. Often young people are really affected. Things like coming into puberty or hormonal balances. Also emotions can be very, very affected, and this card is all about the emotions and hormones and balance, so it's kind of like a double message. Older people coming into women for menopause, and men as they get older having their hormone levels change as well. It also talks to us about becoming very psychic and clairvoyant and connecting with your dreams and listening to the messages from your dreams, which can give you enlightenment as to any situations that you want to work on. Also look for synchronistic events, because they can be very helpful in guiding you in a certain direction and providing answers as well. The other thing with the moon is if you are dealing with any paperwork, signing any documents, be cautious, double check them. Also don't give away any of your personal details unless you are sure that they are going to a safe place. So like online purchasing of goods, or getting involved in anything that seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true, so double think it. Now we come to the 6th card, and this is the next stage, and we have a 10 here, and he is definitely walking out and into the next month. So the 10 of Wands on his shoulders can sometimes feel as if he has had a bit of a like a hard time in the past carrying some sort of burden, and he's sort of like, oh, how much further? But he's garnished them all together, and he has them in a bundle, and he's heading in the right direction, and he feels this sense of something coming to an end, and it's an achievement, because it will be a success. When he eventually crosses the threshold, he has all of this knowledge, learning, intuition, creativity, and he's got it all balanced. So even though it's been a little bit hard to get to where he is, it will be okay. It's going to work, and that's in progress. That's what's coming. It's definitely moving into the next month, which of course will be April. So if we look at this last card, which is what will be, we see the 5 of Cups. Traditionally we know it's actually your sign. It's one of the cup signs, so you have the 2 cups in here, and it's connected to this one. It has a degree of walking away from something, and he seems really sad about these 3 cups that have fallen over and spilling their contents, but he forgets of what's behind him. So some of you will be possibly leaving something, or moving into a new direction, or making choices about directions that you've been taking or options that have been around. And sometimes this can be to do with the heart, connection at the heart, so possibly relationships, and they don't have to be romantic, they can be friends or family, and it could be some of you are moving away from home, because we have this home card over here, and you may even feel, sad about that, but it could be because you are starting a new journey in life, and you are, you're headed over here into this distance castle, which is like life, it's like a new life. It's important to understand that you still have backing, and you still have people looking out for you and showing love, and especially support and nurturing and caring, but you need to turn around and see that. I think you have a bit of it in the month. Is it a lack of feeling positive, or a lack of belief in yourself or the path that you're taking? So I think for March it will be nice for you guys to realise how far you have come, how much you have gleaned, and how much you have learnt, and how much in control of the situation you really are as you move forward, and call on these magical properties and connect with them and help, and have them help with the answers. And remember too, you've got exciting stuff here, over here, and possible travel, and possible all new beginnings, possibly romance, and of course this one as well. So there you are, Cancer. It's a thoughtful, contemplative reading for you guys. I think something that you can focus on, and over the month think about the messages that are within the cards, because they are quite deep and they're quite personal. So let's move aside the little crystals, and we will pull a goddess card for the last part of the reading. I will just move these aside. So this is for Cancer. This is your goddess card. And I'm going to pick the 8th card down, because that was the first card of your reading, your number 8. So I'll pick the 8th card down, and we'll see what turns up. Cancer. 8th card down. Okay. Pele, divine passion. Yeah. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And I think that does fit quite well. There's some of you, it's like you have, reconnect with yourself again, and really, really look at what it is you want and what direction you want to go in, and have faith and get that passion stirred up in your life. And it's a good time even now to format these goals and desires and dreams, as we talk about the new year, but it's the Chinese New Year, and it's just come into cycle. So we've still got these energies on the planet of newness, and also with the eclipses and these comets coming in, and we see here Pele in this kind of volcanic eruption, like this wild passion. So I think if you do reconnect again and charge up that desire and that drive, you'll really spur things along, and you'll feel that oomph again, that va-va-voom. So there you are, Cancer. I hope you've really enjoyed your March reading. As I say, it's contemplative and thoughtful, but there's lots of energy behind it for you when you make the connections. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I wish you a great March ahead. Be safe, everyone, and have some fun. And remember, if you want a private reading, just follow the links below the video. Ka kite anoa, much aroha, namaste.